Well, greetings. Oh, happy day. It's Monday, my League of Eagles, and welcome to Leaders and Legacy in Style, the divine masculine and the divine feminine combined. It's Monday, and I'm always delighted to share time and space with you. And remember, we are in still the theme, which is your September Spotlight. We're delighted that you're here. And we're streaming on Facebook, on YouTube, and LinkedIn. I'm Joy Ruffen, your minister of enlightenment, awareness, and awakenings, and your signature style and leadership specialist. And again, because I can't say it too often, not because we're ending, but because you're always in the spotlight. But this is your September Spotlight. And oh, do I have a good conversation for you today. It's a call to rise, to shine boldly, and let your presence speak before you do. And to help you step fully in the light, I've launched my Style Clarity campaign with a complimentary 7-step confidence bundle, a private one-on-one session with me. All you have to do is subscribe today at joyruffen.com/styleclarity and claim your spotlight. You want to be in the spotlight. You are in the spotlight. And every Monday we explore the beautiful balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. It is a dance. And for those of you who know me, you know I love to dance. Not that I can, but I love to. And every Monday we bring to you extraordinary guests who bring wisdom, insights, and unapologetic truth. But today, again, I'm going to be doing a solo with you because this thing called human nature, it has its own agenda. Mother Earth, Gaia, whatever name you choose to call her, has given us another ultimatum today, and it's a good one. So I'm going to be diving in with you today talking about signature style and all that it entails, giving you a little bit more insight into what my Style Clarity package is all about. We were going to talk today with a featured guest speaker who's going to be talking with us about the strategy as a life coach, about how you approach different things. Well, we're going to talk about it today somewhat in a different way. So just buckle in, open up your mind and your heart, and let us begin to soar together. And before I even get going, let me just say for now, before we get going, that we are taking a little bit of a hiatus once again, because most of you know that I'm in a deep transition of change here. And so I'm preparing for a major move, and there are many other things going on with all of us. But with me, it asked me to take some time away. So even though I'll be away for the month of October, I'll be with you here, there, and about, putting in posts and doing different things. So don't think that we have gone away completely. We never say goodbye. We simply say so long for now. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, how about what is signature style? What does that really mean? What is taste? What is style? What is fashion? And how do we separate them? Let us begin by my sharing with you that there are several different types of taste. And I'm going to make it align with and akin to a ladder, because all the time that I'm sharing with you my eagles, and I label you my team of eagles, my league of eagles, my leading ladies leaving legacies, my leaders and legacy in style, etc., because this is who we are, the new examples. We are in a mode of style and dress now that's far removed from what was considered back in the day high society, elegance and class that was not known to many who were at the maybe bottom of the middle of the ladder. But here's what I want you to know as I share some information with you today. And this is really vital. I'm going to be put into the fire, hung up to dry, and everything else about what I'm going to be sharing with you in many ways today. But what I want you to know is this. There is no blame here. There's no belittling or besmirching anybody or anyone about anything, because we're all in this huge collective together. And when I said the theme for this month has been you are in the spotlight is yours. It is yours regardless. But how do you want to own that spotlight? Are you at the bottom, midway, the middle, midway between the middle and the top, or at the top of the ladder? It's your call. And this isn't only meant for the underprivileged, underserved, the underrepresented. It's for everyone. And it doesn't matter how much money you have, how much education you have, how much power you think you have, and all the looks, a great body. All of those things matter, but how? How do they imprint on your heart and soul connected? So we're going to talk about signature style and taste. Taste is your ability to recognize beauty. That's all it is. And we all see beauty in a different way. But that beauty has to have what I have labeled the joy code. And every time you connect with me, you will get a list of what that means. 3 major components. It's about balance. And each of these has 3 components. I'm not going to belabor them today. Harmony and grace. Because if you don't have those 3 aligned, connected, melding together, then there is no signature style. Might be style, because we see, you see, and I see. By the way, I am a huge observer, my eagles, but I don't judge, because I see that we're all at different levels. And that's why you hear me say over and over, and I'm not attempting to be Mother Teresa, Buddha, Allah, God, the higher source. None of them. Not a one. I am simply sharing with you that you can be an observer without judging. And you can say bless and move on. Throw kisses and move on. We are not here to judge one another. We're here to grow and expand with one another. Our life, because this is Earth School, no matter how you look upon it. And everybody at that ladder, at the bottom, hopefully, in this life or the next, whether you believe in reincarnation or not, ascends to the top. And how do you do that? Well, you do that by getting to know, how many times have you heard me say this? Know thyself. That means really know thyself. And before I qualify further, style is the way you apply your taste, your sense of beauty to the creation of the beauty in your life, not someone else's. That's why all the different styles are beautiful to behold once they have the joy code, which is balance, harmony, and grace. And each of those is broken down to 3 parts. And there's a 1-page sheeter that I have that explains them in depth to you. Now, let me begin and preference this by saying this. You might already know this, but I want you to hear it from my voice. Everybody has taste, but what type of taste or style is it? Signature style means that it's indigenous to you and it has the joy code, balanced, harmony, grace, and beauty. Not everyone's going to love it, but you will feel comfortable in it. It will feel right on you, and you will know that the style, the color, the garments, and fit is right for you. And then there are those who say, I have to accept this, whether I believe it or not. That's not for a conversation today. I don't care about fashion. It doesn't matter to me. It's hollow, it's shallow, it's surface. I'm groomed. My hygiene is good. I wear beautiful, expensive, or not expensive, but pretty things, so I'm okay. And you know what? You are. If that's where you are, and that's where you choose to be, then no one has the right to judge you. And it's a double edge. You don't, but you probably do, as others do, have the right to judge those who have what's called exceptional taste, good taste. And then there's poor taste, and there's bad taste, and there's, what is that? You don't want to be in that category, even though we see a lot who are in that category. And all you have to do is smile and blow kisses, because they're where they want to be for whatever their reasons are. Everyone wants to be seen, to be heard, and to be valued. But how? How do you want to be seen, heard? Do you want to command respect, admiration, and a soft, loving applause? Or do you just want to be seen and somebody to say, My. What is that? It's pretty, but it's not really doing anything for you. And if you're happy with that, so be it. No one has the right to question that. That's your decision. The 5 major styles that we have offer you the opportunity to be able to ascertain which one is best for you and how to blend the others that maybe aren't you. Maybe because we're in the casual mode now, and I think we're in the casual mode for a lot of different reasons. I don't think it bows to laziness. I think there are just a lot of women who just give up. They're not going to take the time. We are in the Insta society to make a signature style that really fits them and highlights them and spotlights them in the best way. They have decided it's not important to me. My clothes are good and this, that, or the other. So I don't need to be with a signature style that's indigenous to me. And so be it. It's not about laziness. It's about they're not going to take the time to take the journey of exploration, of discovery, of exploring, designing, and developing what's best for them. And one prime example I'm going to give here now, I had in a conversation, it wasn't a client or a meeting or a friend, and most of my clients become friends or are friends, said to me, this lady in a group, we were sitting around together chatting. And in the conversation, I don't really recall how it came up, but it came up. And she said to me, or to us, there were 3 of us there, I just don't get the wolf whistles and the admiring glances that I used to get. And I really wanted to speak to that, but it wasn't the time. Timing is everything. So I let it ride, but it stuck in my craw. And I'm sharing it with you for this reason. Today, those wolf whistles, that terminology that's used everywhere today, and most women not even knowing it have embraced it. Hot. She's so hot. And the looks that are looking at you that are temporal. They are short-lived and transit, fleeting, ephemeral looks, because that look is only for one thing, because contingent upon how you dress, it's based on the body and the lust for it. You don't want that. Not with signature style. You want respect, admiration, and a certain celebration of how beautiful you show up when you show up in business to network. And the powerful takeaway here is that when you mention or say something like that, it's time to evaluate how you dress. Because you've heard me say this. I say it all the time. You've heard me say this too. I am repetitive. The beauty of life is that we go through these different seasons, and each season holds its beauty, its everlasting, long-lasting charm, and holds a spotlight for you when you know how to utilize it. When you're young, you can get away with everything, didn't we all? Don't we all? And so you should. But as we go through the different seasons of life, it's time to really analyze, evaluate, love the body for what and where it is now, and to dress it accordingly. And I leave it at that because most of you who are eagles, and we're looking for the eagles here. This is a small percentage of women, not shallow, not hollow, not surface, who realize and recognize their presence and the radiance and the style that they want to represent, to showcase their beauty, their brains, and their body, all aligned in a way that gives them a signature style that speaks to their greatness, the genius, and the gift that they came to share with all of us. And you can't Mickey Mouse. And I love Mickey and Minnie. I really do. But this is not something you Mickey Mouse with. You get to the essence, the core of what it is for you. If you really care and you want those admiring glances, whether you're 20, 40, 60, 80, or 90, once you know how to dress. And you don't have to be a granny. Nothing wrong with being a granny. Everyone needs a good granny and a grandpa. But for men, it's different. Let's just face it. From the beginning of time, how we have been programmed, I say this all the time too, conditioned and sexualizing, I don't think many of us really sit back and think about that. From the beginning of time, you can look back and you can see where the top B, I always say the two B's and the V. I think you get what I mean. You know what I mean. Have always been showcased to an extent. It was always the top B. And I always wondered why. Why do we have to show? And the people with a lot of money, a lot of education, and a lot of power, there's no discrimination here. There really isn't. Many of them, because of the conditioning and program, they don't even think about it. It's just that something important or whatever, they want to show the top B. There's no need. We know they're there. And real men, gentlemen, they don't need to see them. They know they're there, whatever size they are. So I never really bought into that, and I still don't. So somebody shed some light for me. And now it's a bottom B. The more you showcase it, the more it is prized. Again, somebody come back to me with rationale for that, because I don't get it. That said, woohoo, I do go on, don't I? Yes, I can. Let's go now and take a quick little reset. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to really talk to you about the different types of taste that align with style. But for now, I'm going to ask you to join my Facebook group, Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies. And if you're out there and you're tuning in and you're shy, or you don't want to be involved, or you don't feel that you're quite there, whatever your rationale and reason might be, throw it away. We need you in this group. Leading Ladies, Leaving Legacies, a league of eagles. You are the new examples. Don't poo-poo it. Don't put it on the back burner, because your vision, your mission, and your purpose matters. But how? How are you showcasing it? How are you presenting it? Is it something that you're just living in the now? Because the now is always good, but you want more than that. You want to be something that's going to give you, if you care. And if you don't care, nobody has a right to throw shade upon you. But this is for the new example and the League of Eagles who care about a legacy, about leaving something for the other generations to come. And if you do, we need you in this group. And all you have to do is take a screenshot or a snapshot and join us. We're everywhere. And we'd love to have you aboard and to collaborate with the other ladies there. And then there's a YouTube channel. Woohoo. The YouTube channel is Joy Ruffen, Fashioning, Femininity, Style, and Truth. You can connect with me on YouTube every week. It'll be a new format, a new episode, and it's always inviting you to come and join us. Just take a screenshot or a snapshot. I say this all the time, but in truth and reality, if you're looking at this and you're keeping the video, all you have to do is take down the link and just click there and go and subscribe. Please go and subscribe. Don't just view it, look at it, which sometimes I do, and then I go back and I feel bad and I subscribe, whether I'm going to be there often or not, because I know what it entails when you're attempting to build a YouTube channel. And that's my aim here. That is my ultimate goal. I can't do it without you. So go and join that YouTube channel. Be grateful and appreciative of having you there. And then now here comes my Style Clarity Bundle. It's your 7-step private clarity session that you get with me automatically. And I'm willing to bet that you have some questions, you have some concerns. Excuse me, I'm still fighting the elements here. Things that you want to speak to. Maybe you feel that you don't need the whole 9 yards of getting your signature style aligned with you. Maybe you only have a few questions or concerns that you want to have addressed. Well, no one's going to be able to, and I have a healthy ego. It's a big one, but it's healthy. No one's going to be able to share with you more about whatever you come to me with to shed light on it for you, because that light will take you to maybe where you need or want to be. Because if you have those nagging questions and concerns, and if you're still going out to network and you go and then you look over there and you see copy, compare, and competing, and then you're feeling that uneasiness, that's telling you something. And you can only put that on the back burner for so long until you rectify and get your answers, it's not going to be going anywhere. So that's what that is for. You take a screenshot or a snapshot and get to my Style Clarity bundle, and then you will be able to take away the one-on-one with me so that you can get to the answers that you need. Now let's talk about taste. There's excellent taste, right? There's good taste. Everyone has taste. And then there's poor taste, bad taste, no taste at all, which equates to, what is that? Well, you don't want that. You don't want the last two. Not if you care. And if you don't care, bravo to you. No one else should care. If you don't care, who else should care? It's all about you. That's why we label this Your September Spotlight. And if you feel that you can take the spotlight and own the spotlight and your radiance, your power, and your style without developing your signature style, then I say more power to you. But good taste, excellent taste, means that you know how to assemble your outfit. And we don't mean matchy-matchy. That's not good taste, where the shoes and the handbag and the jewelry and everything has to match. No. Those days are gone. But they ought to. You remember that ought to, coulda, woulda, shoulda? They really are best when they are aligned, when they blend, when they merge together and there's a complementary alignment. That's what signature style is all about. And whatever your preference is in the accessory department, however you assemble them, that's one of the major keys that once you get that, you're on your way, whatever it might be. And it doesn't have to be jewelry. It doesn't have to be shoes. It doesn't have to be bags. Maybe it's the type of tops. It could be anything. That's what we'll explore together. So I want you to be thinking about excellent taste, good taste. Now, excellent taste equates to chic. Remember, there's casual, sporty, one category. And then there's classic, still number one even today. There is dramatic, chic, and romantic. And most women who love fashion and are developing their own signature style, they blend. I like to think it's never about me, but I like to think, giving you an example, that I'm very classic with a lot of drama and sometimes chic attached. Not often, but enough when I need it. So you will assemble the one or two different categories that fit you best and put them into the style category that fits you best. Style and taste are aligned. Remember, taste is your ability to recognize beauty. That's why we have so many different artists, so many different types of galleries. We have so many different types of everything. We have so many different types of designers. I have my favorites. I'm sure you have yours. Let me share this with you, and then I will be blasted into the stratosphere and hung out to dry. Ooh, I know it. There are some designers, and I know this because when I started out, I had this outlook and mindset myself, who design beautiful things, pretty things, adorable things, but for one specific type of body shape. And many times, oftentimes, because I'm a fabric numbnut in the best way, I use that lovingly, that expression. I got that from my hubby. One of the things that I've discovered is that many of them, they don't learn enough about fabrics. Even before all of these synthetic fabrics became popular, especially for those of us who love to travel, and you could just crush the fabric in your hand and it would wrinkle and that was it. It was not a fabric you wanted to travel with. Now, a lot of the fabrics are beautiful, but once you handle them, you discover not so beautiful, not so great. And there are several designers. I'm not going to name them. You in your exploration will find them and you will know who they are. And one of the tips that I'm going to give you, many of the tips that I'm going to give you in our one-on-one, and when you decide on a package that you want to secure, you are invited to learn a little bit more about fabrics and colors and how to align them with you. That's your key takeaway. If you want to go into the excellent taste, good taste, you don't want poor taste, you don't want bad taste, and you don't want No taste at all. What is that? You don't want that unless you don't care. I don't buy into this. I don't care. You know, this expression today is who cares and what does it matter? Well, it's a fly. Sounds good. Maybe rings out well. But we all need to care. Who else is going to care if we don't care? Care about ourselves first. Know thyself. Get to know who you are. And then be in the process of discovery of you, of me. We have to discover who we are. And it's a journey. You don't pop out of the womb knowing that, no matter what your home upbringing might have been. So when we talk to leaders and legacy and style, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, I am speaking to you, my eagles, because it's time for our enlightenment, the awareness and the awakening of us, especially as females. Men have always had power. Many have not used it right, but they've always had it. We have had it too, but we kind of snuck to the background. No more. Because you're looking for that gentleman who can stand with you as an equal, as you do with him. And that said, you are invited to have your own awakening, to your own discovery of how you choose to stand in your September spotlight, because it belongs to you and you only. I want you to take this away today. Signature style you just don't bump into and 1, 2, 3 because you have what many have said to you, you have such good taste. It's more than that. It's how you align and put things together where you own your spotlight, your radiance, and your style. And here with my Style Clarity package, you're going to gain that. And my leaders of legacy and style, you are invited to be the new examples. You are the pioneers and the front runners, but you don't come with an attitude. You don't come with, I know more than they know and I am better than they are, because right away you have lost the race. And it ought not to be a race. It ought to be a homecoming where you're welcome and embraced by all, even from those who can't see you, can't recognize your beauty, your grace, and the dignity and the leadership that you own, because your heart and your soul is connected. That said, I'm going to put up my Style Clarity package one more time. And also let me say to you, my League of Eagles, in parting, take your screenshot, take your snapshot. And even though we'll be at a hiatus for the month of October, I'm still available to you. And I would love to have this one-on-one with you. There's so much I long to share with you, but I long to do it one-on-one, eyeball to eyeball. As much as I love technology, and I leave you somewhat with this, the old and the new blending, that's where we have to go. Now, I'm old school, old fashioned back in the day, but don't misinterpret that as outdated, out of fashion, out of everything. No. I love a lot of this new, and I surround myself with people who are much more knowing than I am. And I hope that we impart on each other a little bit of this and a little bit of that, because that's what community and extended family is all about. So I say that to say to you, embrace your difference, but learn how to showcase it in a spotlight, whether it's September or not, that fits you. Because here we are awakening to our own power that's full of heart and soul connected. It's where you rise and own your spotlight. And I can only say this to you, while we're away on hiatus for the month of October for leaders in legacy and style and leading ladies, leaving legacies, I'm still with you in heart and soul. I'm still with you in spirit. Will always be with you, even when I leave this planet, because I care about you, about me, about all of us as an extended family. So be and stay well, and I can't wait to see you the next time around. And I'm sending my featured guest speaker who was supposed to be here much love and healing. Until we meet again, all the best, my Eagles. Always much, much love from my heart to yours. Cheers.